Alright everybody, back here in the review portion for Five Nights at Vault 5, which we have just completed, and that mod is by ZuTheSkunk. You can find them on Nexus Mods. First things first, just some kind of general overview of the mod, first impressions. I really loved this mod. That's 4x, really. I believe I said it 4 times. Yeah, no, it's a really amazing mod, and I had a great time with it despite all of the deaths. One thing I would like to mention, the mod author did get in touch with me on a few of the videos that I've already posted for the mod review, because I'm recording this basically 2 days after I finished actually reviewing the mod, or playing the mod I should say. First things first, I just hope he didn't take any of the things I said in the video in terms of like bitching about the mod seriously, because that stuff is never meant to be taken seriously. I mean, I say that to use Eminem's terms. I say that shit just clowning, dog. Come on, how fucked up is you? No, but seriously, I don't really mean anything I'm saying like when I'm being challenged in a mod. You know, I may say something like, I think I said it one, but I'm like, oh, fuck this mod. I didn't mean that. I mean, it's just to be funny. The same thing as saying fuck my life. Like, you don't really mean it, but it's just, you know, it's a funny kind of thing to say. So yeah, I hope he didn't really take any of that seriously, because this is an amazing mod. Great work on it, and I really enjoyed it a lot. I cannot stress that enough. I had a ton of fun playing it. So anything I say like that is just meant to be taken as a joke, meant to be humorous. And this is why I always tell you guys, I'm not a mod reviewer, I'm a Let's Player, but I keep posting these mod reviews for you because you like them. So yep, that's that. And with that, let's get to some of the categories. Alright, first things first, world space for this mod was really well done. Obviously, the initial room looked very much like the Five Nights at Freddy's room with the big screen. I did like that rather than playing on the screen as you do in Five Nights at Freddy's, this was more of an interactive experience. So, the corridors in terms of the arena could not have been more well done. It's very close quarters. The terminals are all placed sort of at nice locations that are easy to get to, not easy to find necessarily, although the mod author did tell me the reason I could not see the blinking terminals on the map was because I did not check the entire map before the night began like it told me to, and I completely forgot. I got so preoccupied with the thought of robots chasing me that I forgot to check out the map in the 30 seconds that it gives you. That was my fault. But no, the world space is tremendous. It creates a very tense atmosphere, because you could turn around any corner and one of these guys can be here. So in that, you know, respect, it's very much like Five Nights at Freddy's. So yeah, I would say world space would get a 5 out of 5. I could not find a thing wrong with that. Even just like the little window in the back where you get to see all the different people, and I don't know, it's really neat. And the reward room was very well done as well. So 5 out of 5 on world space. Lore friendliness, it's obviously a game. It has a very nice mix of being friendly to Fallout New Vegas while also being friendly to Five Nights at Freddy's. Obviously, it retains the themes and some of the gameplay challenges of Five Nights at Freddy's while also integrating perfectly with Fallout New Vegas in terms of the whole Vault Tech storyline and the Overseer. This just did a tremendous amount for the rest of the mod. And the reason that I say that is because part of the tension created was by this awesome story and by just the tremendous job that in terms of voice acting and storytelling. A lot of times story doesn't add a ton to a mod for me. It's kind of more on the playability side that I enjoy. In this respect, it really made it even more creepy and even more scary because the story behind it was just so real. You feel like you're in it because it's the quality of the voice acting and storytelling that brings it out. So 5 out of 5 for lore friendliness. With that, I just can't wait to get to the voice acting. This I wanted to skip ahead to this category. I did figure out, the mod author told me that he, in fact, was the voice actor. Holy shit, you did an amazing fucking job. I offered to do some voice acting for him if he ever needed it. I can't imagine this mod author would ever need a better voice actor than himself. First of all, you sound like one of my favorite actors, Javier Bardem. And this is not to kiss ass to the mod author or anything, but god damn, That was the nicest voice acting job I have ever seen in a mod. That was just fucking tremendous. That mirrors some guy's voice acting. And there is something to be said for a mod that does that very well. I always say, you know, bad voice acting can take a mod down. But, you know, it's better off to have no voice acting than bad voice acting. But it can also be literally your best asset if you do it well. So, in terms of voice acting, this knocked it out of the fucking ballpark. If I could give this a 6 out of 5, I would do that. So I'll give it a 5 out of 5, obviously, just to keep consistent with the scale. Amazing job, and the dialogue was awesome too. The story, as I said, was just really pulled me in, maybe more than any other mod that I've kind of come across, rather than maybe other than some guy's stuff. But this story was great, and the voice acting was just tremendous. Not enough said with that. So in terms of playability, this was, I'll give it a 4 out of 5. There were a couple of bugs that I came into contact with, and I'm not talking about the stuff that I broke. I understand that I broke the robots. That was totally on me. I used God mode. And then in terms of, you know, me setting the time scale as well. Actually, the mod author did kind of say, you know, if you were short on time that you could have done that. So at least he didn't feel bad about me trying to kind of hurry it through. At points there were, and again, it's weird how to say this because I don't want to say ghost radiation because they'll think I mean radiation from the ghosts, but that wasn't the case. At some points there were clouds of radiation that I would hit where the ghosts wouldn't even be around. No one would be around me. So there are some pockets of radiation, and I can, like I said when I was reviewing the mod, I can understand how it could be probably really difficult to kind of contain those in the GEC. So I can't really bitch too much about that. That's pretty much the only bug that I ran across, I think. I think the mod author spotted more in terms of bugs than I did. And I did learn that I'm playing an older version, so he's going to be updating it. The only other thing I would say, I liked the game better, the mod better, when I was just running from the radiation. And the reason that I like that better is because, as you guys know, I played Five Nights at Freddy's on my channel and did not like it at all. I'm not, you know, big in terms of like jump scares, and I just hated the mechanic of having to sit at that fucking camera all night. That was just so goddamn dumb in my opinion. But I like this better because you're in an arena, it's interactive, but I would rather have some leeway in terms of, you know, okay, so if the robots explode, make it so that they can explode more than once, but it takes a chunk of your life rather than killing you at once. I like the idea of not just having to reset my entire experience because it you know, turned around a corner. I like the idea of having, you know, a couple of chances to get it right, which is why I like the radiation aspect more, because you're able to build that radiation up and it's like a life bar. So I like being able to kind of do this progressively more than just, oh, instantly you die. I have more fun doing it that way. Some people maybe most people think of it the other way. I don't know. I have more fun when I have kind of a chance. And it's not like I can heal myself. I mean, you know, we're not equipped with any stim packs or anything. So that's just one thing I'd like to see maybe a little different. But I honestly, if this mod author doesn't want to do anything like that, I would not have him change a damn thing. This mod is a lot of fun. And if other people enjoy it the other way, maybe that's just me. But I enjoyed the radiation aspect more of it. So what I would say if you did go that way is just make the two Mr. Handys kind of the same as the intruder robot, where they, you know, super fucking radiate you if they touch you. And then make them a little slower also, because they're a little bit too fast. But other than that, really good stuff. He did suggest to use third person. I personally can't really do third person well. I don't know why. I'm not used to it, so it's really weird for me. So I can see how it would make it easier because you can see around corners and stuff. It's just not, for me, it's just not my cup of tea. So yeah, 4 out of 5 playability. Miscellaneous and subjective experience, 5 out of 5. No hesitation there. I had a tremendous time playing this mod. The game did crash at intervals, but that wasn't the mod as much as it was me fucking with the time scale. So yeah, basically I can't really blame any of that kind of stuff on the mod author, and I wouldn't want to anyways. The reward room was really cool, as I said before. If you're wondering why it's changed to Sparkle Cola instead of Nuka Cola Victory, if you haven't seen my previous mod review, I reviewed a mod called Gardens of Equestria, which was like My Little Pony themed or something, and it changed a lot of the stuff in the game. It had a lot of replacers in it, and I don't know why, but I like that, so I kept it. It's funny to me. I don't. Maybe that's why people do that My Little Pony shit, because it's funny to them. But I don't know. I kept it in because I liked it, mainly because I liked the rainbow weapons. Those were fucking cool. But yeah, the armor was. I have seen that Voltec armor in other mods before, but I know that he at least customized the texture because it didn't have the 5 stars on it, and I really would have liked to see what the other one would have been, but just we didn't have enough time and the game started crashing. So I think there are probably other videos where I can show you getting to that ultimate reward room if there is any difference, but really, really well done. The mod author did a great job on this. I had a wonderful time playing it, and I hope you guys had as much fun watching it as I had playing it, because it was a good time. So thank you guys all so much for watching. Thank you to ZuTheSkunk for getting in touch with me and kind of watching my videos and taking the time. I do appreciate it. To me, that speaks volumes about how committed you are as a mod author to improving and getting better, and really dealing with criticism very, very well. So thank you again to the mod author as well. Thank you guys all very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time.